So my first job was at a big company and I worked there for 2 years, and then I moved to a medium-sized business and now I've started my own. So I've kind of had the range of all three. I think the difference between the three is maybe the speed and the nimbleness of working in a small business, which has its positive benefits and also like the negative side too. And I think I now crave some of the processes from the big company that when I was there I hoped didn't exist, because it slowed things down. So I think when you're in a small business you have to react quickly to things as they change. You have to be quick, you have to react and think quickly on your feet, which also is an opportunity because it means you can react quicker to opportunities too, as well as having to deal with problems when they arise. And I think that's probably the main differences, but it's also why it makes it exciting. So starting the business has had plenty of challenges. I think we face bumps in the road and challenges on a daily basis of different sizes and scales. Early on in the business, we faced a massive production challenge when we had shelf life challenges with one of our first products, which caused a few months out of stock on our business. It was a very challenging time. Joe and myself had tried to do a number of different jobs that we hadn't done before. Different backgrounds, and we're trying to pull a lot of strings to make things happen. And that's definitely one of the challenges, that you need to be a jack of all trades to make the business work. When we faced the challenges, we only had one choice really, which was to react positively. And so we kept going and kept working at it. And now we're in a much better position. But you definitely have to be tough to start a business and react positively when things are maybe more challenging than you expected. Yeah, so when you're in a small business, I think it's changing every day, it's changing every week. We're currently going through a process of hiring people in our company, and that's going to bring with it a whole new set of challenges. We have, during the process, tweaked the branding, changed the product whilst we've grown, and I think the one thing that you can be sure of is that the plan you have at the beginning is going to change. That's the only thing you can guarantee, is that it won't be as you imagine. And so you do need to get used to things changing and reacting and rolling with it as you go. But that's part of it, that's part of the journey and the process. And I think they say if you're not embarrassed by the first product you launch, then you launch too late. And I wouldn't say we're embarrassed, but we're definitely pleased we've moved on and progressed where we are. So Ugly exists to get healthy, affordable beverages to as many people as possible, and we want to do it in a way that feels fun and accessible. So based on that being our goal and our mission, we want to make sure that we have cans of Ugly like this in as many shops as possible in the next 5 years across the UK and maybe abroad if we can. We'll try and add more flavours, try and keep the price point accessible, so that people across the UK can afford a drink that's alternative to what they're drinking currently. And that's kind of the aim for us. We want to build a company that has a great culture, great people, all kind of pushing forwards towards the same goal.